What's good, Mephisto? Hello and welcome to today's stream where we are playing Dungeons and Dragons with 2 noobs and 1 not noob. Not noob, noob. We're trying to gather all the people that are actually taking part in this game. Alrighty, we'll have to wait a couple of seconds there. While we're doing that, do I have to prepare anything more? We've got all that. We need that one. Need to prepare that one. Very important. And while we're on it, I can already check whether that looks good. There we go. Bring that up there. Waplamo! Hooray! Okay. We've got that. That one's prepared as well. Oh. Nah, I'm annoyed by that. Anyway. Should be fine. Going back to this one. Returning from studio mode. And then we're putting this one. Oh wait. 2 more minutes. Are we going to wait these 2 minutes? I can already introduce these people here. So today we're playing with Gensha, we're playing with Sage, and we're playing with not Yuzuka. Who has the trolliest name of those 3. Usually we'll play with the original Alexa as well, but she's not here today due to some personal reasons. Okay, we've got that. Boys, you're live now. So say hi to the world, to YouTube and Twitch.
Hey world. Yuzuka is short AFK.
Okay, that's fine. Ooh. That's good. I've prepared that map. That's good. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Oh, I've got a map from an earlier campaign I've played, and it is still available. I can still use it. So I have a really good map for the next town, and I've got even the riddle for it, I think, which is nice. What's good? I'm Dutch. What's good? Nice to have you.
There is Gensha.
There he is. What's good, Gensha? Nice to have you as well.
Oh, thanks. I'm sorry that I'm so late, but my PC is really slow right now and I really don't know why.
Just because.
Yeah, because you can.
Alrighty, so in theory, we are all 4 people who should be here today.
Which game?
Well, while I'm on it, let me bring you on the right scene, because we do have the Dungeons and Dragons scene. Hello! Also, for some reason, the camera angle is weird again. Anyway. I will have to move that one right here. That's something I have to do every time again, because Roll20 just doesn't remember where these little flags have been before. Although it would be just a cookie to write it into. Loxy, what's good? Nice to have you as well. We're about to start in a couple of seconds, maybe minutes. We're just waiting for one more player to come back, actually, from being AFK. And while we're doing that, why don't we talk about our days? So, how do you guys feel today? Like chat, like people here actually with me in the voice chat. How are you doing?
Good question.
Good question. How am I doing?
Here. Today I slept a lot, to be honest. I sleep to like 1 a.m. Not 1 a.m. p.m. And weren't much productive today, so I'm just sitting in my bed watching some anime and stuff like that, and now I'm here.
I'm just lying in bed.
That seems very cozy.
Mm-hmm.
But sleeping long and then watching anime sounds like a very good day off. Like a really good day off. So you've enjoyed the day today, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's good. What are you watching?
I'm watching. What did I watch? I really can't remember. I think
Oh,
it
wow.
was Death Parade.
Oh,
Well, it can't be too good if you can't remember.
No, that's every time I rewatch an anime, I just forgot that I rewatching it. So
Wow.
oh, I'm watching something. But what was it?
Mm-hmm. What are you seeing there, Cat, huh? What are we seeing? Nothing? Obviously nothing, right? Yeah, nah. There's a message length limit on Twitch. Not gonna dive into how I'm doing right now. Well, you can get more into detail on my Discord.
Oh no.
So that's the advert for my Discord done as well.
how do you?
I have returned, and the first thing I'm hearing is sellout. Wow,
Well,
that is quite impressive, actually.
obviously I'm doing something right then, right?
Nope.
Obviously I'm doing something right there. Because if you get constantly reminded on buying something, you will buy it eventually.
Not really.
Well, nowadays it's not up to what the consumer actually wants to buy. It's more about what the adverts have shown him to buy.
Yeah, the more aggressive your advertisement, the better it will be.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, well, as we're only 3 people and 2 of them already have done a recap of the last session, I would say we will start with our today's session. And we will start it with a recap of the last session as we do it. And to do so, I will announce that unfortunately, you, Altix, who's
Mhm.
Sage, will
Yes.
will have to do the recap.
Oh wow.
Well, actually, it would be unfair to make Shast do it because he wasn't there last time, and it wouldn't be fair to let it Tibirius do because he did it last time. The recap.
I did it last time too, so
Well, you haven't been the designated person to do it.
I guess that means it's Pachmet's turn.
yes.
Well, Pechmet's not in chat yet. Neither Annie nor Pechmet are here. Well, oh, Annie just popped up here. So Annie could do the recap of last session. Annie, would you be so good and just do a recap of last session? Or maybe Mephistopheles? Loxy? You haven't been there last time, but baby, you want to do a recap of our last session?
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Annie doesn't want to help.
Thanks, Annie. Thanks for nothing.
Recap. Went somewhere, did some things. Proper recap. Okay, and with that recap and having all the refreshments in our minds, I would say we're just starting the session. And what are you going to do, Shast?
Uh,
No. We will have a proper recap. We will have to have a proper recap.
Yeah.
I'm stuck right now, to be honest.
So the real version or the Gensha version of recap?
Oh,
Go with the real
Um,
version.
Okay. But the Gensha version was more funny.
What?
No. We're not going with that.
Oh.
You don't know the plot yet? Why don't you know the plot yet, Loxy? There's only 12 hours to watch, and there's been a whole day that you could have watched the videos. Yeah, obviously I was joking. Okay, Sage,
Yes,
please do the recap. A proper recap.
I try.
That would be awesome.
I try.
If you try your
So-
best and you don't succeed.
Wow. Last session we were in the tavern and Shakira get a new quest for us. So we find the... What name was it? We went to Sir Castellan Pedro, which is a rich man in Valvet Valley, and he gave us a short, not really short, he gave us nothing, cause he is very arrogant, and he just said to us, find my necklace, and we went to the last place where he just saw his necklace, and it was at the Valvet Valley's place. Die Gründer,
Founders?
the founders of Valvet Valleys, and after trying to get in there, Brother Tiberius was on his way into this with a guard, I think. And Altix is now not really wanted, but he shouldn't be in this part of Valvet Valley again, and we don't know what happened with Chess last season, cause she was in the tavern and then she was gone. I think that was all of it.
Do you have enough context just to actually have an idea of what to do right now?
So the last time they saw me was in the tavern, and after this I just vanished, and nobody knew where I've been.
I haven't said that, but you've been following. You've been just following in an autopilot, if you want so. So
wow.
you've been just with them, and you haven't been really far away. Sometimes you have been like checking the area around where they've been, but usually you've been with them, and because of that you will get a set of fine clothes as well, which you can drag into your item sheet, into your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, you something that you should know. No, you haven't heard that. I've been hearing this. Okay, so your main task is that you have to find a necklace.
Yeah.
And talk with anybody about it.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
Oh.
So this is your current quest. Something you'll have to do. I'll open it once more here for the. Oh, awesome. Do I really have to reload?
I also have to reload the page.
Yeah, that's bad because I'll have to reopen all the windows. I can show it to you there. That's not what I want to do. Okay, I'll have to reload.
I just closed that.
And I reopened. Okay, back with that. Back with that. Then we've got that.
But we didn't see the crest already. We don't know what stands in the crest.
Oh, you do know?
Nope.
I've shown you the text last time.
Yes, but our character doesn't know what's in this crest. Shakira never show us the crest.
Oh, true. Shakira didn't show you the quest, and therefore, you will not know what's exactly in there.
We only know what to do, cause Pedro tell us what to do.
Castellan Pedro.
Also,
Castellan Pedro casted a spell on each of you that will track you, so he knows where you are at any given time. At any given time. And I don't know his voice anymore. Oh crap! I knew I forgot something. I will just go with the flow. Okay. So, I'm going to drag these ones again. chest is here.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Dialing down the music a little bit. You a little bit up. Alrighty. Okay. Finally, we can start. So the last thing that happened last time was that Brother Tibirius was going into the actual place of the forefathers of the founders and name givers place, which is this very large, comparably very large part here of this town. And Yuzuka just broke me.
That's good.
Seriously. I'm glad that you ate. That's a good thing to do in order to survive. So, okay, Altix is now on the property of the Valvet family. He is with a guard. As far as I remember, it was a half orc, half elf, half orc, probably something
Correct,
like
yes.
that. And he doesn't have a name yet, but it's a paladin. We know so much. Or at least Tiberius can identify him as a paladin. Outside of these walls, to the east, actually, there is Altix Flugbrand, who tried to burn the paper that is that is on the outside wall. And luckily he didn't succeed, so he didn't attack the founder's property. And aside of that, we still have Shakira, who is in the entrance of a house that is somewhere here in the north. That's very precise. Somewhere
You
in
need a map for this.
somewhere in the house. You and your maps. Back in the days, people had no maps at all. They had to do everything in their fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
back in the times when you were playing actively, right?
Yeah.
All those years ago.
All those 3 years ago. So up here, where the arrow points, there was Shakira being in the entrance of a building, and was talking to actually a couple of people, and was then talking to and then was talking to a child, and she was thinking about doing some sort of not bribery, but trying to give the child a little bit of money to actually get some information about what has happened. But for now, as she's not here, that plays in our hand that she has been isolated from the group, you will not know what she's doing. Yet Shast was with Altix, and she was basically standing in front of the in front of the walls, but a little bit aside of you two guys. So the guards didn't immediately, at least the eastern gate guards, didn't immediately see you and associated you with the group that has been very clumsy in their attempts to actually get into the Velvet's area. So what do you want to do, Shast? the last thing that you have seen is how Altix entered the property and came back a little bit later.
Yes,
And-
yes, at that point, yeah.
and while Altix was on the property, brother Tibirius got on the property as well, but he didn't come back yet. That's now roughly like 3 minutes ago or 4 minutes ago that Altix came back. So both of them entered probably like 5 to 10 minutes ago. The property.
Well, I just got a bit worried. Sorry. Worried about brother Tiberius, so I just look for him in the property. Not property, in this building or area.
What you don't know yet is that this down here, these
Okay.
are walls,
Okay.
and this out here is walls as well. These are the ways that you've went already. The graveyard up here and this sorts. So this is kind of the map layout, and what you have. What you have been seeing is how some guards in front of a gate of these walls have been arguing with Altix and Tiberius so that they are not allowed to enter. Yet after a while, they could convince them that they should enter one way or another. And
Okay.
you've seen that they had some issues with entering the property.
And Altix is already out. Is that right?
You saw him. You saw him how he.
Is on his home and washed the fine clothes.
Not yet. He
Okay.
didn't take on that last time. As far as I
Mhm.
remember. Did he?
Yes, there was a friend of him asking where did the fine clothes get.
Ooh, true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Completely forgot
So
about that.
Altix is not there.
Exactly. So you saw Altix even pass you, and then going up here to his house, which is this little dot right here, right there.
Okay.
Can't make it larger, but there's a dot right there. Yep. and
Yeah.
then we've got brother Tiberius' house, and we've got the house where Shakira's living, and you probably live up there as well somewhere. I can
Okay.
just put a spot there. But yeah, so you saw how he passed you, and how he just literally pretty much ignored you. Oh, I just saw this up here as the spot where Altix living. Anyway, he's up there and you're down here.
But I know that he just went back to his home.
Well, you can assume. You already saw up here that his new clothes, that his suit got very dirty, and he seemed very proud of the suit. So it is very foreseeable that he went home to wash his suit.
Okay, then the first thing that what I'm gonna to do is walk to Altix's home and ask him what exactly happened in the building or in those walls.
Yes.
Uh,
So you walk up, you walk away, and you find Altix pretty much well, you find the house of Altix, and you go pretty much straight towards it. You're knocking the door, and as this is not like Altix's own house, someone's opening the door. It's a shared house with many flats in it, and like a community house, and yeah. Eventually, you find his room and you knock. Are you on your room, Altix? Like in your
Nope.
flat, or?
I'm washing the clothes outside. You said it last time.
Yeah, I just thought maybe we skipped the part, and you walked.
Nope.
He walked a long time actually, and
Okay, then I'm
and you would be probably ready
not
by
at
that.
home.
He will not be like. This will not be like a 2-minute walk. This
Yeah,
will be
I'm
way
not
more.
be at home when he is walking a while.
Okay, if you're not at home, well then, just bad luck.
Okay. I knocked as on his door, but nobody just opened the door. I was a bit confusing, but because I assumed he was at home, but he isn't, like you
Exactly.
already said. So I just asked the neighbor if the neighbor apartment, and knocked there and wait till somebody opened the door to ask if he would know anything about his new neighbor and where he was going.
Did you tell someone what you're up to?
Nope. But there's a little paper on my door. A little paper.
Well, it's a gnome
Well-
paper, right?
Yes.
There's just a
And-
little paper with nothing written on it.
So
Just
there stand tavern. Only the word tavern.
okay. Did I saw the paper? Thank God.
I assume if that's a paper that everyone should read who's coming to the store, it should be fairly easy to find it and to decrypt. So yes, you've read it, and you're in the full understanding that you probably should go to the tavern in order to find Altix.
Yeah. So I just go to the way to the tavern. I would just walk to there. Do I even know where's the tavern at? Is
You've been there already thrice, and you've been growing up
oh,
in this
is
whole
this
village.
the same?
It's
Oh,
it's still
oh,
the very
it's the
same Valvet
same.
Village. It's the very same
Okay, my
city
bad.
that we've been studying. So
Okay, it was my bad.
no worries, no worries. Unclear
Okay,
instructions, I would say. Unclear instructions.
Okay, then I just walk to the tavern and try to find Artex.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem to find Altix. As you know him very well, you know how he looks. Although he's not in the fine clothes anymore because they have to dry. You're walking up to him, and you'll probably start a chat. Do you have anything on mind that you want to talk about? Because-
Yeah, sure. What exactly happened inside those walls? And how's it been going to convince them to let you in?
They put me into the area, make a picture of me and throw me on the street. So I didn't really came in there.
So the only thing that you know is that they let you in to make a picture of you and throw you back outside.
Yes.
Did you saw brother Tiberius in there, or was I'm sorry. Or didn't you saw him?
Did I see him?
Nope.
Nope, I didn't see him.
Very strange. do you think that he's still in there inside those inside this building or walls?
I don't
Well,
know.
Chest, you saw him going in there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
just
not
making sure.
outside.
I don't know. I didn't see that he comes in with me or after me. I just sitting on a chair and they painting a picture of me. So I don't know.
Very strange. I'm a bit worried about him. Not that they just gonna rip him see off English. Toe off or something like this. Should we just go there and looking for him?
You can go. There is a picture on the wall. Can you burn it down?
Why should I?
You saw that they, Shast, you saw that they have attached the picture or a picture right after throwing Altix out on the wall, like on the pillar next to the gate. So you are aware that there's like probably a picture of Altix, and you even saw that the guards haven't been too happy with Altix before they got him in.
Okay. Why should I burn those papers down?
Not this papers. Only that one paper of me.
The one
know-
paper of you.
If it's there, I can't talk to them. They don't like me now, and I don't want to try burn it down again.
What have you done again? So that they really hate you or don't like you?
I don't
What?
know. I'm a great guy. I don't know why they don't like me. Hey, maybe it was because we tried to lie them and try to put Shakira in this area. Maybe that was not the best idea we have.
So,
We should don't talk about the crests with the guards, and I don't know where or who knows about that necklace.
so you talked with the guards about this quest that
Nope.
you shouldn't tell. Oh, you don't.
Nope, we don't.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know who I'll. I don't know how Brother Tiberius get in there. We talk about don't speak about the quest.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's really awkward. So, I just worried about him. I really want to look at this place, like more.
You finish off talking about this topic, showing the interest just to get on the property because you wanna see a little bit more and you wanna actually investigate on that property because you want to find the necklace, which is your primary target here.
Yep.
And maybe talk to a few people. But then eventually you trust in Brother Tiberius to actually be able to find it on there. Because after all, this seems like a very easy quest. And you have been pretty much wondering why this message has been hanging there for quite a long time now. Which I believe Shakira told you that this is a quest that was hanging there quite a lot, quite for a long time.
Okay.
And while you're talking about this and finishing your talk, Brother Tiberius is inside the property, and he actually is walking this way and seeing all these fantastical animals that you haven't been seen from outside. And there's almost a whole city in here, but only with like small buildings or smaller buildings. And after a while, being on this property, Tiberius, you feel not really an urge to leave anymore. You feel already at home somehow.
That's a bit weird.
You're talking from last time. I do remember that you said you're trying to have like some chit chat with the guard.
Half-orc, yeah.
And he wasn't really replying to anything. He was just replying to the bare necessities, to things that you really had to know. And he was only showing you quite a few places. And although you haven't seen everything, and you know that you haven't seen everything, you feel like you've seen everything, and you don't have any need to be here really anymore. Yet, some while later, you hear in a different voice saying this. You hear the guard saying, "You and your group are invited to this property. Next time, please don't try to burn anything. Please don't try to lie to us. And you're gladly invited. If you're coming at 1 a.m. today or tomorrow. Well, like after 12 p.m. today. That 1 a.m. Like,
yeah, so
next
late
morning.
in the night.
No, he's saying that like that.
Okay. He's a special kind of guy, I understand that. So Tiberius will look at him a bit confused and doesn't really understand what's going on. So, what's happening tonight? Or at 1 a.m.?
The guard's looking at you a little bit puzzled, and he says that he's probably sleeping.
That kind of special. I understand that. Okay, Fangolf. So, you want me to come back at 1 a.m., but you won't be here.
He's squinting his eyes and he says, your friend is already arrested from this property and prohibited from this property. Do you want to be prohibited as well? Why should you come back?
Is he just dumb, or did I misunderstand something? He just told me that I should come back
in a
at night
different
at 1
voice.
a.m., right?
In a different voice.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Tiberius will apologize to him and tell him that he was just making a joke, and will then excuse himself and leave the property.
As you say,
Or
as you
so
say
try to
that
leave
that
his
this was
property.
just a joke, you hear the weirdest laughter. He's like, ha, and then he brings you to the north gate because you've been practically walking from here to there and then up there.
Mm.
So he's now handing you over to the guards, and the guards are opening the gates. You're leaving the property, and as you look back, you can again just see like the standard image that you've been seeing before. And to name it, there's pretty much just like one large house on it, on the property, and in the back here. And then over here, you do see a very narrow building that's going from here to here, with no windows and just a door next to the gate. Right, so we've got.
Okay, but that's obviously a building and not just part of the wall, right?
Yeah, it's obviously a building.
Okay.
So this is like that, and then there's like one large building up here. So it's way different from what you've seen while being actually on the property.
Weird magic mumbo jumbo.
All right, you're back on the streets, and already the sounds that have been muffled as well, very muffled actually, are engulfing you, and people left and right are passing, not taking notice of you because you're way too short to actually be noticed, and you're free to go to wherever you like.
Okay, so Tiberius will try to find the others. So he will first go to the eastern gate, because that's the last place where he saw the others.
Yeah, you're going to the
And if
eastern gate. Make a perception check.
Sure. An 18.
Getting closer to the gate, you see that there's one picture on the wall that is of brighter material and seems to be way newer than all the other pictures. Way newer. And looking a little bit more closely, you do recognize that person on there. It's Altix. And there's in capital letters written a caption that says prohibited.
Is there anything else written on the poster?
Nope.
Tiberius will walk up to the guards at the eastern gate and ask them if they've seen Shakira, Shast, or Altix, and if they know where those three have gone.
After you describing the persons of Shakira, they've been shaking their head and wondering a little bit. She was like fairly unnoticed. Shast they haven't even seen, and Altix, as you described that person, they're just showing on the picture. then they're showing somewhere and trying to describe that he was somewhere abroad the street, and then they saw him taking off towards the northern gate. And meaning that literal by showing down the main street here.
Mm-hmm. So, knowing that Tiberius just came from the north gate, he's probably not there. So the next best thing in the north would be the tavern, right?
Yeah, the tavern, as far as I remember, is somewhere up here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. I'll have to...
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. If not, it's somewhere over here. There's the prison, there's somewhere up there, yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be in the north of the eastern gate of that property.
Okay, so in that case, Tiberius will drop by the tavern and take a quick look if any of his friends are there. And if they are not, he would proceed to their homes and search for them there.
Yep. You're walking into the tavern, leaving the actual noises from the street behind you and closing the door behind you. The tavern is fairly empty. It's not late in the evening yet. It's not even really dinner time, and you find yourself standing there, looking left and right, finding your friends, having their hats together and talking.
Yeah, once I see them, I'll walk over and greet them. Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you.
Oh, brother Tiberius. Oh, you're fine. Thanks God. Thank God.
Well, why wouldn't I be fine?
Yeah, I don't know. They just threw Altex out, and I will assume that they probably could do something bad to you.
Oh, I saw the posters about Altix. What actually did you do?
I don't know, they don't like me.
That's weird. Anyways, I've been talking to one of the guards and they let me in to take a look around, but I couldn't find the necklace anywhere.
Hmm. That's sad. Hmm.
So what you seen in there?
Sure, Tiberius will give them a brief explanation about how it actually looks inside compared to what it...
He will not. He will try to, and every time he tries to explain what's in there, he seems to lose details, and it feels like when you're trying to remember a dream, and every time you're trying to remember it, it's slipping away a little bit more.
Okay, then Tiberius will try to explain what he saw there and slowly forget what he was saying and comes to a small revelation and looks at Altix. Have you heard of magic that can alter someone's memory? I think that's happening there.
Did I?
Make an history check. Yeah, that's in the realm of possibilities.
Oh yeah, that can be, but who does that to you? Did you know that?
No, I don't think I've met anyone in there aside from this half-orc guard. He
I
was a
be
bit
it.
weird, but he doesn't look like a strong magician.
Oh,
Mm,
did I know that everyone can use this spell? Like Paladin or something?
Mm, well, you can guess that anyone who's capable enough to use altering spells of what sorts ever, they may be even able to use the altering memory spells. Yeah.
So, what does he look like? Like a magic one or just like guard?
No, not exactly a guard. Maybe someone of a higher rank, a bit like a paladin.
I think he can do this. But why he did that to you?
One second.
Magic Galfke.
Just have to ask Shagnolf a question real quick. Okay, that makes it easier. So, Tiberius will explain what the guard will look like, and then tell the others that he heard some weird, like, second voice from the guard, but the guard didn't seem to realize that he was talking.
so it was one guard
Okay.
and like two personalities? Do you want to say this?
Let me check this. I use my detect magic.
Where's the chat? There we go. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. Well, you do see that Brother Tiberius inherits some magic, yep.
And I see that it's fresh magic or magic that is inside him or only magic.
That's not really how the spell works. You see,
Only magic.
learn School of Magic, if any. You can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature. So you do see that there's an aura around Brother Tiberius, but there's no school of magic that you can see. Like you see detect magic on your post,
Yes.
and right under it, you see divination. That's the school of the spell. There's like abjuration as well. There's a few more,
Mm-hmm.
and for this you can see that that there's no school. Like you would assume that this is just Brother Tiberius inherited magic.
Okay. That's enough. So I tell to Brother Tiberius, you're full of magic, but I think you can do some magic.
Oh, well, of course. Sorry. Of course, all of us clerics are blessed by the power of Lyoth, our god.
Oh, that makes it not easy for me to check if there is a spell on you. I only see that you're full of magic. Got a magical aura.
I don't think that there would be any spell on me. I mean, there would be the one that Sir Pedro casted, this tracking spell, but there shouldn't be anything else, right?
I don't know if you say there was some second speaker of his voice, so it can be there is some magic on you.
Well, you're the magic expert, so I guess we should check this.
Is in Valvet Valley some magical school? Or something like that?
Not that you've heard of.
Oh.
You know that there's like that Valvet Valley is an outpost of the Hunters Guild, but you have never heard that there's like some specific magician school or like magic healer or something like that.
But there's still a little library in there, or?
There are a few small, very small bookshops.
Bookshops. I can try to find a book which telling me more about your phenomenons.
Müsste sein, ja.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenon?
Yep.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
So,
Alex say to the others, let's find a bookshop. I try to find a book where it is described what kind of magic or how to find out what magic is on you.
If you think you could possibly find the book that where it's written down this, sure, we can go. I don't mind. But
I
all
think
in
we
all,
can
they
try
try.
it. If there are no books, so we will never know.
that's very true. If there's
So
no books, you'll never know.
I try to find one of these little bookshops.
Well, you especially you do know where those bookshops are. You don't have to look for them to.
I say to the others, let's walk to the bookshop and walk straight to the next bookshop.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
Tibirius is following him.
That's good. That's good.
Just with him also.
While you're walking there, you do get the idea, Altix, that you will probably be not mighty enough to cast any spell against such a spell. Yet you can try to find a book. I don't want to stop that. I don't want to prevent that. I just want to let you know, okay, there's probably a very high chance that you'll not be able to actually get rid of any sorts of spell that may alter the memories. As you're thinking
That's
about
not my opinion.
Not what you wanted to hear.
Not what I wanted to do. I just want to find out if there is a spell on him.
It's fine. It's fine.
So I try to read something in a book.
That's fine. Yeah, you get into the bookshop, and you're talking to the shopkeeper. You are kind of friends with him. You've been trying to steal his books before, because back then you couldn't buy them, and now it's kind of a running gag that you still have to pay some books. That's basically how he greets you. He's saying, you still have to pay those books. You remember shortly he's thinking, and then he points into a direction and says, you should find some books over there, I do believe.
I ask him how much money I need to give him from now on. For now, for these books.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
Gibt gerade Twitch-Probleme.
Oh wow.
Ich bin gleich wieder da.
Sure. You guys don't have the picture of my screen, right?
Nope.
Just have the chat open.
I don't have anything open.
That's good.
Ich habe deinen Twitch-Tab noch offen, aber sonst nichts.
Ja, den Tab habe ich auch
Der ist
offen,
halt im
aber ich habe
Hintergrund.
halt
Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Roll20 offen.
For me, it's working. YouTube is working, or Twitch is working. I'm thinking more and more that I should just switch to completely to YouTube, but because it seems way more reliant lately than Twitch. I don't know what's wrong with Twitch. YouTube's fine. Golf is fine. I know I'm fine, thanks.
This bot.
Golf is fine. I hate that bot.
I love it. I'll never get rid of it.
But yeah, Twitch has been having a lot of issues lately.
Yeah, right.
Really not cool.
It had. We'll have to hop over here. We'll have to drag that one. Oh, it actually was oh crap. It actually was Twitch. But I don't see any issues. I don't have any skipped frames.
No. Well, you definitely were offline.
Yeah.
The Discord bot just sent a new message.
Yeah, I know. But I was offline on Twitch's side, not on my side.
Yep.
That's what I meant.
Geht's wieder?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're back. And I'm preparing a few things in the background, so please don't look into the stream if you have it open.
Oh, sure.
Pretty much just. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So, where have we left off? We've left off at
At the bookshop.
Genau, really, exact. So you are, you both are talking, and finding that there is a book, like you both, as in you Altix and the book shopkeeper, you found a book that may be giving you a clue or hint about an actual magic that would be able to do that. And then he thinks a little while you asking him how much you still owe him. And then he's saying like, that would be 20 silver pieces for the books back then, and for this rather special book, because it's a history book as well of the city, you will have to pay a gold piece in total.
I give him 2 gold pieces.
You do know that 2 gold pieces are really much. Even 1 gold piece is a lot already.
And I give him 2 gold pieces.
Okay, it's fine. Just cross them out on your sheet and make sure that you don't have them available. And then
I need the name of the book.
you need the name of the book.
Yes.
There we go. That's the name of the book. In capital letters, it says Valvet Valley's Magical History in the upper third of the book, and in small letters, there's a subtitle that says an essay about formerly used magic that's not en vogue anymore. The book seems fairly old. It's a little bit dusty, and it has a leathery cover. The pages already are a little bit yellowish, so the book has been standing in the sun for a while, and then probably came here as the shopkeeper as well as buying books, but only very rare, very rare books. And you get the idea that this book may be one of these very rare books.
Okay. So I say thank you to the bookkeeper man and say, now you got your money and I got my book, and leave the bookstore.
Okay, cool. He's grinning happily, seeing that you even paid some what's the word for that? Interest.
Death?
No, interest means Zinsen.
Oh, okay.
And then he says, "Oh, I will remind you that you owe me something." And you get that as a joke. And you're leaving the shop, and the other 2 party members are following you. I assume that you don't want to buy books there, right? You other 2 guys?
Nah, I'm fine.
I would also skip on the books.
Cool. So you're skipping on the books, and as you get out of the the bookshop, you run into Shakira actually. She's not talking too much. She's just curious what you're up to, and she's being just Shakira, being suspicious about everything, really. And she's not really talking about what she did and what she was up to, but she's now following you guys, being around you. So what's your plan?
I think we go back to the tavern and read in this book.
Okay, that's Altic's plan. What's the other guy's plan?
How late is this in this day? Just to know.
But what you've done already today, I would say it's like late afternoon, around 5 p.m., 6 p.m.-ish.
Okay.
So it gets now it gets a little bit more crowded in the tavern. You know that only like the next 2 hours are really crowded, maybe 3 hours, because the farmers get up really early, the workers get up really early, so they need their strength to actually work. And
Can we get the tavern map?
well, if you're going to the tavern, you can get the tavern map. I just
Yay.
want to give everyone the possibility to say what they want to do. What are you going to do, Tiberius?
Tiberius will be sticking to Altix.
Okay. So, Shast, you've been asking specifically about how late it is in the game. Do you have anything on mind that you want to do?
No. I just want
Okay.
the time, because I didn't know the time.
Yep, it's
Yeah, I
fine.
just follow those 2 or 3 quietly into the tavern.
That's fine. You
Tavern
just
map.
relax. Relax. There you
Yeah.
go. Now I'll have to zoom
So-
out because we have an actual map.
Yay.
And every one of you find yourselves in the tavern now. What do you want to do? This over here is, by the way, where the quest board is.
There?
Yep.
Okay. Where is the area where no one is still there? Here?
Where is the area where no one is still there?
Yes, where no one is sitting there or...
I would say it's probably over here because that's like
There?
that's probably the area where there's like the smells of the toilets, which are non-flushing toilets, obviously.
I go there and sit down there. That's a good area.
Alrighty, you're immediately bolting there, and you're probably ignoring that the other 3 are still standing in the entrance of the area.
Yeah, I
But
start reading the book, by the way.
and then the other one are following you. Shakira is sitting over here somewhere, probably Shast sitting next to you. Brother Tiberius sitting then over there.
Yeah, Tiberius will head to the bar first and grab something to drink for everyone.
Alrighty. The barkeeper's looking at you and letting you know that he's kind of happy that you at least decided to buy something, because he's not happy to have people here that are just here to read books or just sitting around and not buying anything. Especially
wow.
in that very rush hour times. So you're buying a few drinks. You still have these 50% rebates. So you're pretty much, depending on what you're buying, you're pretty much paying just like 5 silver pieces, something like that.
Yeah, I guess I'll just buy a mug of ale for everyone.
Yeah, that's like he's looking at it, and then he's looking at you and says like, you're with Altix, right? He's a gnome as well. You're not drinking that. And then he's giving you pretty much what is a normal cup or a normal mug for everyone, for everyone else who's like human size. And he's giving you huge mugs for you, for Shest and Shakira. So yeah, he's serving you what you've requested, and he's then asking for those 5 silver pieces.
Oh yeah, I'll pay the good man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5 silver pieces.
So you hand that out to everyone.
Of course, yes.
Altix, this book has probably around like 900 pages. Are you looking for something specific in this book, or are you planning to read every single page of that?
Not yet. I just searched the part of magic what makes someone forget things. If there is something like that.
This is basically a book that it's not a lexicon. Let's put it that way. So you have this book, and this book has more or less, it has like one text that is explaining you the history of the magic that has been used here and what it was used for, and it's building up to more powerful spells. So you get the idea that you have to read like the later pages. I would like you to make a performance check. Don't roll it yet. A performance check and an investigation check, and both of which you'll have to roll over 17 to actually succeed to find that very specific thing that you're looking for.
Performance and
Investigation.
Oh.
Both over 17.
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
So you do get a few ideas about magic that is not really used anymore, because magic in itself is not really used too much anymore. Not too many people actually know magic, at least in this part of the continent.
Rip Genscher.
Hi, Genscher.
And you do oh, please don't do that to me.
Magic isn't used anymore.
Exactly. Magic is used, but not commonly used anymore. People are not actually too practiced with magic anymore. You do know that by the research that you've already done, and you do get welcome back. You do get more and more the feeling that there should be something in this book about that specific magic that you're looking for, but there's nothing that you can find today yet. You get as well the idea that it can only be casted by the three very talented magicians that have been back in the days here in the in this village. One of which is your arrogant friend, Sir Pedro.
Oh.
And one of which is as well, and that's a new name, Valerian Velvet, which is like the forefather, the one that you've broke into the crypt.
Uh-huh.
And then one more of those guys who found the found this area, this village, called Zulabum, which you don't
Zulu.
know too much about.
I say to Brother Tiberius, I can't find this magic right now. I need much more days to read that.
A couple more days,
But-
yep.
But for now, I can say that the old magic can only used by 3 people. And that's the Gründer,
Forefathers, founders.
founders of this city. And I put the book back in my inventory, in my bag.
That is, by the way, like 4 hours after reading.
Oh,
So we've
Wow,
been
I'm hungry.
spending 4 hours at the tavern here, right?
Pretty much. Shakira's been nagging about everyone and everything and being suspicious and yada yada and trying to distract Altix because she's bored as hell. What have you done, Shast and Brother Tiberius, while Altix was forgetting everything around him and was just focusing on that book? He has that laser focus that is just zoning him out every time he reads something.
I drank my mug empty. After this, I just slept on the table, like with crossed arms, and just with that on the arms.
So you're resting your head on your arms, and do you down your mug, or do you just drink it slowly? Like downing im Sinne von stürzt du es runter? Also eckst du es quasi, oder trinkst
Yeah,
du's
I
gemächlich?
just axed it, and after this, I just put my
Make a
head
Constitution
on the
saving throw.
table. Wait.
So a Constitution saving throw, you find
Oh,
that in the
there,
upper left
yeah.
of your character sheet. Is always then made if
Okay.
when something is related to your literal constitution, to your consciousness.
Okay.
Or in those cases, you will roll a Constitution roll, Constitution base roll, and this Constitution saving throw now has to be rolled because you've been just downing a pint of beer, which is roughly a mass, and which can easily knock you out, especially if you're not used to alcohol. So
Yeah, I forgot that my character isn't used to alcohol, nor myself is. Okay, I'm sorry.
you're not really a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make the roll.
It's probably just 1 or 2. Okay.
Oh, that's fine. You don't really care about that. You don't really care about that. Everyone is really confused looking at you, surprised looking at you. Like everyone, as in Brother Tiberius and Shakira. Altix still has his laser focus at that point, and yeah, you do easily drink up, happily drink up.
Yeah, after that, head onto the table and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Tiberius will also drink his ale, but he won't down it immediately, but take a sip every now and then. And he actually, are there other people in the tavern at this time?
Absolutely.
So are there any people that look the likes of adventurers, preferably veteran adventurers?
Make a D64 roll.
D64, okay.
Slash R1
A3.
D64. You will find, or make a D2 roll. Flip a coin, basically. Okay.
A1.
One time when you're actually going to the toilet, you will meet someone down here who kind of looks like an adventurer.
What does kinda mean?
Well, he has scars, which is necessary for a seasoned adventurer, right? He's like wearing an eye patch. He's having a wooden leg. He's even having a really cool coat. And he has a few cards falling off his arm sleeve.
Okay, so Tiberius will keep looking around for a while, and when he notices this guy, he will be a bit giddy, I'd say, and he will, I mean, since Altex is still reading his book, he will go over to this guy's table and sponsor him a mug of ale and ask that guy if he has any great stories to tell.
I've told you that you meet him on the way to the toilet, right?
I mean, that doesn't mean I can't go to the bar first.
That's correct. So you go to the bar, you go to the toilet, or how do you plan that?
I'll probably go to the toilet, then
Okay.
go to the bar and bring a mug of ale back with me.
So you meet him right here somewhere, right? And you do ask him where he sits, and he's showing back over here. So you make you do your duties, and you're going to the bar. You're buying the ale. You're going back over here, and you find yourself in a room where a lot of people are actually looking like adventurers. There's
Don't do me like that, Feingalf. Don't do me like that.
there's a parrot sitting over here, and these are actually noble chairs. And you do actually go in there, and you find yourself be greeted by friendly seeming people, kind of friendly seeming people. They're at least singing shanties, and all of them are gambling.
I mean, singing dirty songs and gambling. All of them are pretty rough looking. I mean, they're definitely adventurous, right? So I'll try and strike up a conversation with some of them.
Make a charisma roll.
Oh, very charismatic today.
I've lost my chat. There we go.
It's a 6.
Well, as you start trying to talk to them, you get the feeling that they kind of ignore you. I mean, without them trying to be racist, they actually think that you're working here because they saw you bringing beer for what you found out is their captain. And then they're trying to order more beer with you, and you explain them that you're not really working here, and then they're asking you why such a short man then is back here. And then you do realize that every one of them is very, very strong, like very bulky, and they're at least 6.5 to 7 foot tall. Like those guys could play in a basketball team easily, all of them.
I mean, that's barely 2.5 times my size, so why would I be intimidated?
And they're probably wide and in width as high as you are. So yeah, they're just asking you that. They're really kind of friendly asking that even.
Tiberius will raise his chin in pride and tell them that he's recently become an adventurer, just like them, and that he was just trying to make a few friends along the way.
Well, you're trying that, right? and the captains, like everyone's starting to laugh as you say you've become an adventurer, and the captain's now coming towards you, walking up to you, and you know the captain. He's a little bit smaller than the other guys, and he's the only one who's a little bit chubby as well. And then he's patting your hat. You have the right size for him to just to just put his hand on your hat and not having to move his arm for that. He would just lift his hand a little bit to do that, and then he's saying, okay, if that's it, well then tell us what adventures you have experienced, and get on the table. And you get the idea that you are now the entertainment for the evening for them. And they will probably not let you go. Not too soon, at least.
I mean, being the entertainment for a night isn't quite that bad, I guess.
Oh, you
And
get attention. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, right. So, so it's quite a good way to make a few friends. So, moreover, Tiberius can boast about his great adventures at the farm, and how he confronted the incredibly powerful dwarf and his fields of misery, and how he fought the giant rabbit near the crypt and on the graveyard, and he'll probably tell them exaggerated versions of pretty much everything we've done so far.
Make a performance check.
Sure. Performance is my strong suit.
Bye-bye, Loxy. Thanks for tuning in. You earned some respect. you earn some respect. Also make a deception roll.
Sure. That's also my strong suit. See?
Oh.
Just with
And
confidence.
you get the idea that they actually believe all the stories. Now, as the evening progresses, you drink more and more. You have to kinda, and now you're not drinking the halfling mugs anymore. You're now drinking the mugs for tieflings, and like there's even a Goliath with them. So very, very large creatures are now sharing their mugs with you, and you have to drink. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing. Ooh, a 10.
And then make a will save as well.
Sure. You probably mean a wisdom save, right?
Yeah,
A 21.
that's good. That's good. So by the moment that by the moment that Altix is closing his book audibly, he's closing his book, there's a thump to hear, and there's not just one thump to hear. There's a second thump to hear as well, as your forehead hits the table as you are knocked out. You're pretty much done after drinking 4 hours straight and telling all your stories, and the stories get bigger. You even come up with a few stories, and at some point, someone's asking you how you've experienced all of that in just 2 days, and you're starting to think, and you're thinking even more. And the harder you think, well, the more drunk you become, to the point that you just pass out. You realize at that point that you're really drunk and you pass out, which is good, because you haven't been talking about the very, very the peculiar about the very quest that you're doing right now. Peculiar quest that you're doing right now, but yeah, so you're knocked out. You'll probably rest there. Particular, that's the word. Thanks, Mephistopheles. Yeah, it is Mephistopheles. Chast, you've been sleeping very well. You basically wake up the moment that Altix is closing his book, and he's telling you, you and Shakira, what he found out. Now, it's late enough actually to get back to your houses, or you could sleep in a villa of that very arrogant prick that you've been talking to earlier that day, because he invited you.
I sleep at home.
Okay, so you're leaving the bar without looking for Tibirius?
Yes.
Cool. So you straight go home. You share your idea with Shast and Shakira as well. Shakira is
And
leaving
then I
us.
say, I'm tired now. I go home and just walk to my house.
Work done. Sleep.
Work, sleep, eat.
Yeah, so you leave and leave Chast behind. Chast, what are you doing?
I just look the two, so Shakira and Altix just leaving the tavern. I'm wondering where's my third friend has been. I'm looking around but don't find him. On the first look, he's right behind two walls. I
True.
guess this is a wall. Yeah, and start looking for him.
This right here is a wall.
Yeah, okay.
These are the doors. And this is actually not a real door. This is just a curtain.
Oh, okay.
And that's
So-
the staircase to the next floor. Make a D3 roll.
How do I do this?
You type into your chat box.
Mhm.
You type /1dr.
/r space 1d3.
Yeah.
Oh,
/1dr.
/1.
my-
It's
No,
late,
brain.
okay.
/r, also
Ja.
/r, Leerzeichen,
Ja.
1d3.
Okay.
Or you can go into your
okay.
into your menu, and on the left hand side you have a die over the question mark, and there you can
Oh
then
yeah.
just click on the appropriate die, if there is, which isn't.
Yeah. There's
So-
no
But this
D3.
custom rolls can be done with that.
Yeah, as you go back here, you see that there's like someone coming out here. A very tall guy, very tall guy. A very strong guy as well. His skin seemed to be pale back in probably like what has to be a decade, and now is darker toned, just because of the sun. The
Okay.
wind and weather has basically looking for the word, weather beaten. Interesting. Der Wind und Wetter haben seine Haut Wetter gegerbt. Sprich, ja, seine Haut sieht so ein bisschen ledrig aus. Seine Haut ist sehr dunkel vom Ton her.
So I just saw him,
Mhm.
and I'm. So just the one guy is coming out of the.
Yeah, you
Room,
do
I
hear that there are more people back there.
Okay. So I am start a conversation with him, just like asking if they saw my little draw friend, and his name is Tibirius. Did you saw him?
You
He's
get
not
the
a
idea that
dwarf.
yeah you do get
He's a
the
gnome.
you do get
Oh
the
no!
idea.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You do get the idea that that dude is very drunk. And then he's like, you probably have mentioned your name. Yeah, he tells you that he's back in there, but that you can't go there because, well, that would be a rough time for you as a woman in there.
Oh right. So I asked him if he or someone else could just hand him out. Me out. So that
He's
they
getting
just-
back in, and then he's coming back with Brother Tiberius, holding Brother Tiberius just by his clothes, and Brother Tiberius is dangling off his hands. Also er trägt ihn quasi nur am Hosenbund und ja, Brother Tiberius hängt schlaff quasi an den Händen runter. Wobei seine Hand, but his hand of that dude could easily wrap around the head of Brother Tiberius.
Okay. He's fully passed out. Is that right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. So I thanked the man that he could bring him out, and I tried to lift him up and drag him over to like the exit of the bar.
Mm-mm. Make
Or
a
I'm too weak.
ma-
Yeah.
what? Make. Let me check. Make an athletics roll. Ooh, fairly good actually.
However,
You do carry him. You do carry him home. You can carry him home.
okay.
Even home. Yet you will need. Although this is like from here, it's just a walk for about like 15 to 20 minutes. You will need 1.5 hours because you need to take breaks, a lot of them.
Yeah.
So for you, it's fairly late. Fairly late.
Okay. After. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep. After?
I bring him to his bed and he still pass out or sleeps, whatever, I'm going to the rich person who invited me to sleep there.
Yeah, you put on your fine clothes again, and assuming that you haven't changed before, you got a fine dress, actually, a very fine dress of the most expensive materials. You get to that to that villa, which will cost you probably another hour or something. So it's way after midnight now for you, and you do go over there. Everything's fine. They let you in, and they show you your bed, and it's a very, very luxurious room that they've prepared you, with a few cabinets, and just that room alone is probably the size of the whole flat that you have.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone's sleeping now. The next morning starts with Brother Tiberius having a headache. He's having a hangover, probably the hangover, and a voice in his head is telling him that it was rather rude not to follow the invitation, and that this interferes with something that was planned. Yet in the infinite benevolence of His Highness, he will forgive you and your group. But the next time there's an invitation spoken, you should follow. And roll 1d4, Brother Tiberius.
Sure.
You take 1 point of psychic damage. Which could be the headache, or the one who sent you the message.
Okay. So it's the next morning already, right?
Mm-hmm. Everyone's waking up by now.
Me too?
Yep, everyone.
Okay.
Like, well, you may rest a little bit longer, but you do wake up not long after these other guys, and you're the only one having breakfast right brought into your room. You're pretty much treated like a royal.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah, you do like it. Yet you do get the idea that you're treated like a property. Like you're owned by someone now.
Okay, but I'm still lay in bed and just eating breakfast right now. Okay. I'm stuck right now, Fangaf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We would just proceed with Altix. What are you going to do?
I wake up and eat something. I eat some carrots. I got the carrots.
Yeah, you've got the carrots. You're eating.
Those carrots will be
one of the
stolen from you.
Yeah, you do eat the carrots, and
One of the carrots.
just one of the carrots. Okay,
Yes.
which should be enough for you to feed you for half a day, maybe a full day.
Then I start reading in the book again.
Sure. Make an investigation and a what did we last time?
Performance.
Performance. Yep. So make a performance and an investigation again. It may be too early in the day for you to read. It's just you're just not having it right now. You're not happy.
I put the book back into my bag.
Yeah, you
and-
better do.
And I look at the fine clothes if they are dry now.
Oh yeah, there.
Then I put them in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start searching for Brother Tiberius at his home.
Yeah. You go over and find Brother Tibirius being in the most terrible in the most terrible condition that you've ever saw him. Not physical wise, but mental. He's well, you get the idea that he probably had too much beer yesterday. Not too smart of him.
I say to him, "Oh, you're awake now. Where are you? Yesterday night? Where was you yesterday night?"
Oh yeah, I've been looking around the tavern and I found this guy that looked like a adventurer and I wanted to hear a few stories from him. So I went to this kind of private room, I guess, where he and a few friends were, and I told them a few stories and they laughed and they told a few stories and I drank a bit too much.
A bit? You look like you drank everything.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Me
Actually,
or
Tiberius.
Oh,
Yeah, you're close to puking, but you have good Selbstbeherrschung.
Ja. Irgendwie sowas. Ich weiß das englische Wort gerade auch nicht.
self-control.
So einfach. kann's sein.
Seriously. You've got good self-control, so you can keep yourself from puking, especially in front of your friends. And yeah, you do. You two will talk about what has happened yesterday, and yeah.
Did you know where Shestas go?
No, I don't think so. I passed out somewhere into the night.
And what's about Shakira?
Well, I was passed out.
Hmm. That doesn't drink so much.
That is basically the moment where Shakira is coming around the corner, and she even left with you, Altix. But you probably ignored her, being still in your head with the book text, with the text of the book, and then as she sees the condition of Altix, she's starting to knock and rattle at everything she can find, and making as much
Probably
noises.
the condition of brother Tiberius, but yes.
Huh?
Probably the condition of brother Tiberius instead of Altix.
Yeah. I mean, excuse me, of brother Tiberius. She starts to accidentally make as much noise as possible.
Oh wow.
Very
And
suspicious accidents.
you can, yeah, very suspicious ones. You can even grasp the idea. You can even hear her giggling sometimes. Not grasp the idea. You can hear her giggling sometimes.
Shakira, please. I'm already having a huge headache.
She's letting you know that this is specifically why she's doing that. Shouldn't have been drinking too much.
I know, I've learned my lesson.
And she's asking you if you want some fried eggs, maybe some scrambled ones, and she's starting to use a tin bowl and a fork and scratching in the bowl, making nice squeaking sounds. So fired eggs for breakfast?
Yeah, when you mentioned the fried eggs, my brain stopped for half a second. And I translated this at angefeuerte Axt.
Wow! Wow!
Frag nicht, wo das herkommt. Das war so nicht
Fried
sondern eine
eggs.
brennende Axt.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking fried eggs.
Yeah. I'll take some.
Yeah, so you gave her a reason to really start rattling with the with your pans and your pots and all that sorts. She's having the time of her life there. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can offer here right now. you will eventually you will gather up again. You gather up at the villa of Castellan Pedro, because he's been calling for you. He's been sending a message with a few servants, and then you're gathering up, and you do see you, Altix, and Tiberius do see Shast being this time not only with fine clothes, but having like very, very expensive jewelry, jewelry, and
Wow.
Sir Pedro is very happy about it. He apparently loves everything that looks very expensive. He's looking a little bit upset at you, Altix, because he sees immediately that you've been cleaning the suit, and you do get the idea that he could have done it better, as he just uses prestidigitation to clean that suit again and make it look brand new again, pretty much, by using some mending on it. And then once you've gathered and once you're now done, he brings you into a library, into his own library, basically into his private one. And there are a lot of books behind glass that you just that you can't just take, and he's asking specifically you, Altix, what is the inquiry of visiting a mere bookshop? I don't get why you would do that.
I like books.
Oh, I do as well. And he shows into the room, and shows and he points into the room and points at all the books around him now.
Well, I pay some old books I buy there.
Oh, you had debt. Oh, that is such a pitiful life that you're living. But why would you need a book to find my necklace? Why are you wasting my time?
That's not why I need a book to find your necklace.
So why
That's
are you working
because-
on something else that I have taken on you to do?
I'm not really working on something.
Excuse me?
I'm just working on your task.
So why would you need a book then, if you're finding a necklace? Explain that to me, please.
Well, was there because it's on my way home and I just paid the old books that I offered some weeks before.
Make a deception roll.
Deception.
Oh yeah, fair enough. He's smiling, and he's looking at you and says, "Such simple lives. How can someone so young and so naive?" Anyway, so how are you? What's the progress on the task that we're not talking about?
I don't know what my friends know about it. I got a little bit in trouble there.
Excuse me, I thought you are a group of adventurers.
Yes. And the guards of the
Okay,
our
enough of
family-
you, enough of you. May someone please talk who's more civilized and intelligent as your fellow here? No one?
Oh, please, let me explain. And Tiberius will start to explain what he that he has been granted access to the access to the estate and has been looking all around there and especially around the place where the last party gathering, whatever, was held, and that they were unfortunately unable to find the necklace thus far.
And with that, he's looking at Altix and says, "Was that so hard to explain?"
No, I'm so sorry.
You better be, but you shall be forgiven then. And then he's pointing at Shast and says, "See how I treat you, and you could have that as well, living a swell life. This is a sort of arrangement where I do invest in your potential, and you have to do a mere task. Please make sure that you will do so, unless you want me to get angry. We don't want me to get angry, don't we?" And he's looking at all three and four of you, looking at Shakira as well, who basically boycotts the fine clothing, so she's back in her clothing. And as soon as he sees that, there's a vein popping on his forehead, and he's feeling disrespected.
Wow. I just stand there and nods.
That's what I thought. So what did you have for breakfast? Not you, Shast. I know what you had for breakfast.
I get one carrot that I found in the last journey.
Immediately, he claps his hands, and there are again these dozens of servants now coming out of like every area that's somehow possible, bringing a table, bringing you some food, bringing you like the best the best buffet basically of what's available from near and far, actually.
I search for the cheapest thing on the table.
Make an investigation throw.
Investigation. Wow.
The cheapest thing on the table's probably the blanket that everything is placed on. Die Tischdecke.
Wow. The cheapest thing to eat.
Oh, there are some extraordinary fruits that don't look too expensive though. They come in the size of a couple of centimeters. They're kind of roundish. They're a little bit squishy as you pick them up, and they go very well with cheese.
I take 2 of these.
Yeah, you take 2 of these, and then he lets you know that these are grapes, and those grapes are only harvested in the southern part of the continent, and only at a specific field, because only there they can grow, so they're very expensive.
Wow.
He's showing off in every detail. So
Wow.
he's kind of your spirit animal. And then he's looking at Brother Tibirius and says, well, "What's wrong with you? There's something off with you today. You seem even more fuzzy than yesterday. Your presence makes me uncomfortable. Rather Tibirius is your name, right? I mean, I could address you differently. I could address you as James, maybe. You look like a James. I will call you James from now on.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Asserting dominance.
I mean, sure. Tiberius will apologize to him and tell him that he was just mesmerized by the magnificent food that he has been provided, and will also start eating breakfast. Or second.
Oh, he didn't
breakfast in
even
this
bring
case.
a buffet for you yet. There's just one plate on the table that is in front of Altix.
Hmm.
But he gets the idea that you're hungry as well. He makes sure that you get some food as well, and then he's asking Shast if that's normal within your group that they don't reply to questions directly.
It's not normal that they don't reply that delayed, but they probably really just dann- weiß es,
So this is something personal with me. They don't like me, you say?
Ich habe das deutsche Wort gerade nur nicht, das englische Wort nicht parat.
Was möchtest du sagen?
Erstaunt von diesem Essen.
Baffled.
Astonished.
Astonished,
What?
baffled. One of both.
Okay. They probably just really baffled from those exotic fruit and things that you have on the table or on the table right there. So. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
so this is how they show respect. Huh.
Yeah.
That is rather interesting. Those two are really interesting test subjects, I must say. And then he's waving his hand. Macht eine Zwischenbewegung. So there's no progress at all, as I've heard. The
Not
quest
yet.
I gave you, not yet. That's
Not
a pity.
Much.
And then he's clicking his fingers, and in come 3 servants, and bringing each a pouch with 50 silver pieces in there.
Free.
Thank you.
We have 4.
4 of them. Yep, exactly. Sorry. Yep. I'm talking to 3 people. Messing with my brain that there are 4 characters actually.
Yeah. I take the money and thank them for
Yep.
the money and just not verbeugen. Verdammt, das wusste ich.
Bow. I take a bow.
Yeah, take a bow in front of them.
I take the money too and bow too.
Tiberius will do the same.
Alrighty, so you take a breakfast, and while you're doing that, the owner of this place, Sir Pedro, is leaving the room and coming back, looking into a few books, and then he lets Altix know, as Altix obviously obviously is so interested in books that he would offer him to train Altix a ritual where he could read a book in a day that is of 1,800 pages. So you would be able to read a book of 900 pages in a mere 4 hours, maybe not even. And that would cost him just a week, and he would give that for free to you if you don't insist of your payment for the quest.
I agree that.
Okay, cool. So from now on, he's making sure that you're coming in regularly every day and having a lesson with him, learning the ritual.
Yep.
Let me note that down into the quest log. He learns to read a book of 1,800 pages in 8 hours. Scales down. There we go. I will formulate that as a ritual, so you can use that whenever, as soon as the session's over, or maybe prepare it for next week. Yeah, and then he's also letting Brother Tibirius know that that there's a temple not too far away from here, where there are some animals that seem to be attacking that temple, and depending on your religion, he would actually suggest you to visit that as soon as you're done with the quest that he gave, because obviously that has priority.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad.
I expect at least 2 people to take notes of that.
Where was the temple exactly?
To the south somewhere.
Nie ohne Seife waschen. Okay.
Inside the village or outside of the village?
Outside.
Inside.
Outside.
Right.
A little
Outside.
bit, a little bit outside in the south of the city, of the village, city, village, Sidlage, Willy,
To the village.
to the Willy,
To the witty.
to the Witty. Yeah, and that is pretty much how the next hour or so progresses, and then he lets you know that he strongly urges you to see the family, the Valvet family, or maybe the Zolopom family, but he doesn't really know where they are, despite the fact that he knows everything, of course, that's going on in this town. He can't get a finger on this, and that's a quote, "Damn old bastard."
So he's not on the good side of this Solomon guy, right?
Depends on what you make out of it. Really depends on what you make out of damn old bastard.
I mean, he probably doesn't say it in a very playful way, right? Or
He
like
says
in a
he says
frustrated
something.
way.
He says something along the lines. I usually don't repeat myself. Yet, you seem simple enough to me that it's worth to mention again that you shall talk to the family Valvet. Yet, if I come to think about that, you might as well talk to the family Solobom in the south of the city. Yet, I know for sure that you will find someone on the Velvet's property, yet I never know where that damn old bastard Solobom is. I have no clue about what he's up to.
Oh, I understand, sir. Do you happen to know what Mr. Solomon looks like?
He comes in many forms, whatever he'd prefer. Mostly he goes with whatever race is on vogue.
So he likes to disguise himself, or is it a magical ability?
He's more altering himself, I would rather say. He's not taking profanities of disguising himself. He's one of the forefathers. You should know his name. If you're lucky enough, excuse me, to actually find him in his original form, you will find him to be an elf.
Okay, so that guy's an elf. Okay, that's noted down.
That's not a what?
It's noted down.
Ah, that's noted down.
So, what do we do next?
Pretty much a
question for the other players.
Yeah.
Good question. I'm
Search for
going
the
to the
necklace.
bathroom really quick.
Whatever you do, please make sure to finally leave this property. I think you've been lingering enough for today. You should be active and actually do something. And yeah, like all of you taking going to the bathroom for once more and making sure that you've got everything that you need. You get even like a little lunch packet by one of the servants, and as you leave the area, you see Sir Pedro lying on one of the balconies on a Sonnenliege. And just taking a sun bath. Sonnenliege means sunbed. Seriously. Sun lounger. Yep. So, what's your plan now? You have the info that you may go to the solar bomb, but you may not actually find someone there. You get the info that you should actually talk to the Valvet family. But yeah. You only get vague ideas.
So guys, what we gonna do now?
I think we should just visit first the Velvet. The Velvet family.
The Valvet family is the one that one and a
Yeah, it's
half
the place
people
where we were
had.
before.
Yeah, that's the place where one and a half people have actually kind of messed up the connections too.
1.5?
1.5. Shakira's not too not too much invited there.
Oh, okay.
So it's on you, Shast and Tiberius, to go in there if you want to talk with them.
What's your opinion, brother Tiberius, for this idea?
I mean, we've been there before, so I'd much rather look for this solar bomb guy. But I can't help, like, I've forgotten something.
So what was it?
I don't know. Something I should have done last night.
Sleeping?
No, I think passing out is the same as sleeping. Something else that I should have done.
I can't help you with this. I really don't know what you had to do last night. But if you want to, we can go to the not the Velvet family, the other thing, or the other person, I guess.
The Samuel.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to go there, we can go there.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. He said something about his house being in the south, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, then I guess we'll go and take a look around there, no? Oh, right. I remember what I wanted to do last night. I told you about the weird second voice of the guard at the Velvet Mansion, right?
Yes.
Well, that second voice was inviting me there. It told me to go there in the middle of the night. I can't remember the time. And it was like an invitation.
So you wanna go there in the middle of the night this night, or?
I'm not too sure if that would be a good idea. The invitation was pretty specific. I don't know if it still applies for tonight.
I mean, if it's not, they just probably don't let us in. But if it is still applying, then I'll guess we had some luck. So more than just try it. Can more than try. There's nothing more we can do than try.
And with that, you're heading off to to the northern gate, because you know that there's no picture drawn, and you are greeted and by the guards, and one of the guards are actually remembering all of you, except for Chast, and he's nodding towards you, unsure what to expect. But as a welcome, he says, "That one's new, and if you want to get in here, only you can pass, because you have been in yesterday, I think. And he's showing at Brother Tibirius.
Yeah, that's true. I was here yesterday. So I can enter, but my friends can't?
Ich gehe kurz auf Toilette, okay?
Sure. That is correct.
And why would that be?
Why would they need to be? Why would they need to be on the property? Give me a good reason.
Well, for the same reason as I. We were asked by I forgot his name again. By Sir Castellan Pedro to search for something for him.
That is none of my business what he lost where, but I'm pretty certain it's not on our property.
From what he said, he seemed pretty sure that it is indeed on your property.
You see him thinking about something, and then he says, "Wait a moment." He gets in inside the property. He's just opening a door within the gate. And closing it right after him, and then after a while he comes back and says, "Okay, you are allowed to be on the property for the next 15 minutes one last time."
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That's good that you're back. I haven't seen you before. Why should you be? He's looking a little bit confused at Chast, and then he's opening the gate and lets you in. All of you.
All of us, or
Yeah, all of you.
All of us, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, we have 15 minutes to scour as much of the mansion or the estate as we can. And hope that we find the necklace here.
As you enter the property, you are again guided by a guard, each of you. So there are 4 guards, and they are actually more of a fighter type, you would say. Less of a paladin type, and this time everything looks as it has been looking from through the gates.
Mm-hmm. So I take a look around and look for something that look like the necklace.
I'm also just looking around, and I'm also very impressed about those buildings and how it just looks inside those walls.
Does Tiberius remember where he was looking for the necklace before? Now that he's back here.
Well, as you don't remember how it looked in here, but you do remember that it looked different. First of all, you're staggered and confused. And then, as our brain does this magical thing of putting memories together to fit an expectation, it starts to put things together, and you do believe to know where you have looked before. So you're looking in different places, and at a moment where you are alone, and only your guard is with you. That guard speaks to you and invites you over at this night at 1 a.m. once more. And he makes it very clear that this invitation is only is the last invitation that you will get. And again with a different voice.
I will take a light bow and apologize for last night and thank him for giving us another chance. Oh, there's a bot in your chat.
Finally, some bots. Nice.
What?
Nice.
You're happy about those bots? That's
No, I'm
new.
not. And he's banned. Bada ping,
That's
bada
good.
pow. But I can't delete the message. That's annoying.
It's already deleted.
If you ban them, there's
Nice.
automatic.
I just see that the message is in purple.
Yeah, it's for you, but everyone else can't see it anymore.
Really? It's
I
gone?
can see it.
Yeah.
I'm a mod. I can see it.
Yeah, you
mod
can see it because
can,
you're a mod. But every normal viewer will just see a message telling them that a moderator has deleted that message.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Okay, cool. So, yeah. The fighter's looking at you and asking you why you're bowing. Oh, you do get the info that you should enter from the northern gate.
Okay. And the time is 1 a.m. again, right?
Exactly.
Good, good, good. In that case, Tibirius will straighten his back and just smile it off and tell the guard that it's a habit. Don't worry about it.
Make a charisma roll.
Sure. A 17.
He smiles back and he's fine, and he lets you search the property for exactly 12 and a half minutes, and then he leads all of you back, or they lead all of you back to the gate. This time the eastern gate, and at which they're looking at the pictures, looking kind of suspiciously at Altix, not sure what to do, if they should kick you out now, but they've invited you, and they're kind of embarrassed. One of them is getting a red hat. You can't say whether that's by anger or embarrassment, but they let you go, and they even take the picture down.
Ooh, success.
Ooh, that's cool.
Mm.
Quick question.
QQ.
This weird voice. Did it tell us how we are supposed to get in?
Nope.
Okay.
It told you just to come to the northern gate at 1 a.m. and you're invited on the property at that time. Specifically that time.
I guess we'll do it like that in this case. So, how do you want to spend the rest of the day and half of the night?
Oh,
And everyone's like sleeping.
We all know that we meet at 1 a.m. at the North Gate, or only Brother Tiberius know that?
That's a message only for Brother Tiberius. Or only he knows the
then
message.
I ask Brother Tiberius, I don't know, what's your plan?
Oh, so the others don't know that. In that case,
No.
Brother Tiberius will explain what happened first about this weird voice that he has heard again, that told him to come to the Northern Gate at 1 a.m. and will then ask them what they want to do for the rest of the day.
We can search for this Samuel one guy.
yeah, this looks This idea is pretty good, I guess.
Sure. Since we don't have anything else to do for the day, we could try our luck. Off to the south we go, then, I assume?
Yeah, let's
To the
go.
north. South.
To the north. The other north. And that's how Altix leaves the property and shows to the right. Then you're going off to the south, and you're walking a little bit around, and then you get the idea that there's like one building that stands out in the south, in the southwest actually, and you do go there. Takes you a couple of minutes, maybe an hour and a half.
That one?
That one. And you're going down here, you're going over there, then you're searching up here, searching over there, and then you ultimately find that, because for some reason this is a little bit like a blind spot, you do know it's there, but you can't really tell it's there. That's a little bit like Gensha earlier said. He watched an anime today, but he had really to think about which anime. That's pretty much what's happening with this building. As soon as you don't look at it, you know it's there, but you can't really tell where it is. So, but as you have found it, it is just there, and there's nothing else to it. There's only actually very, very minimalistic walls. There's no like fancy ornaments on it. There's not too much. There's not too much. Too much going on with the gate as well. It is heavily guarded though, but it is guarded from the outside and the inside, and the guards on the inside are actually facing the inside, not the outside. And as you look on the property, you can see that there are 2 rows of people chained to the floor. Having just enough chain to actually stand at a little podest, somewhat like statues, and then going back into a house that is right behind them. And you do get the idea that those are slaves. And then there's a very, very very beautiful and very, very very delicate, very exquisite house in the back of this, having a well with actually not a well, a fountain in front of it. There's like a rondel of grass in front of it. Beautiful trees behind each of those slaves' houses, and a few dogs running on the property around.
Okay. By Sage, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, just press F5 in the browser tab.
Yes, I reload.
Yeah, that is what you see there. And as you try to get in, those guards let you know that Monsieur Solobum is not at home.
Oh nö. Ich weiß schon, welcher Charakter das führt.
That's unfair.
Yeah, it has some perks to play in multiple rounds with me, because there are certain characters that I always bring up and I will make it plausible to actually have them here as well.
Fair enough. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it if you say it like this.
So Tiberius will turn to the guard and ask them if they know where Monsieur Solomon went.
He very politely lets you know, and unlike the other guards that you've been talking to at the Valvet Valley, at the Velvet Villa, these guards are not talking down on you, actually. They're just very politely and very businessy talking to you and saying that this is none of their business and that this would not lie in their competence to know.
Okay. I'll brain fart.
Wow. While you're brain farting, does anyone else want to do something now that you know that you can't enter that property?
Nope.
I'm just stay behind Brother Tiberius and listen to them talking. So no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, in that
Yeah,
case,
so-
Tiberius will just politely thank the guard, and I guess we'll take our leave, unless someone wants to do something.
Let's
No.
go.
Okay, so you head back to you head back to the Castellan Pedro's property, and you actually report back in that you've got some progress now, that you know that especially on the outside where you have looked somewhat thoroughly, well, actually thoroughly enough within 15 minutes, you that you haven't found the necklace there. He's kind of he's not too happy about it, but he doesn't seem to have expected more of you. So he is kind of pleased with what you've told him. He's satisfied, and he gives you the day off, the rest of the day off. So you're lingering around, and the later it gets, all of you are getting kind of tired, and so everyone of you is actually getting some rest before you're heading over. If you want to, Yozuka, you can roll a hit dice right now, because you're taking at least a short rest, if not even a long rest. Wait a sec, you've done that, that would add up. That would be at noon, a little bit afternoon. Yeah, there would be enough time for a long rest. Yeah, you're taking a long rest. You can just fill up your HP there. And then in the middle of the night, you get woken up.
You wake up.
The servants are waking you up, and letting you know that you should leave the property now, if you want to be in time for your appointment with the very honored and very a very long family friend, with the Valvet family then. So you take away over there, you make your way over there. You're mining though this area down here, because you know that people are not too happy to see you down there, especially in the night, because that's where the pharmacist lives. And then you're taking your way a little bit a longer route that you usually would use. and all of you, including Shakira, by the way, are coming to this gate, and there is on this part of the street, there's a mist, almost like a fog, but a very dark one. And as you start breathing it in, you kind of get not really alerted, but you get very awake. Like all your senses are 100% there, and you're standing in sheer darkness now in front of this gate and waiting for something to happen. And what that something is something for next week.
Yeah. I knew this would be the perfect cliffhanger, I guess. Or how's it called in English, cliffhanger?
That's
a cliffhanger.
Literally the English word.
Oh, okay.
Cliffhanger is literally the English word for cliffhanger.
Didn't knew that.
Yep.
Der gut alten Schluchtenhänger.
Der Schluchtenhänger.
Oh god.
Alrighty, okay. I will end my stream now, and I will have a talk with you afterwards. So please don't get off my Discord right now. Yeah, full stop. I will mute you for ending my stream then.
Good night, stream.
Okay.
Yeah, say bye,
Bye.
stream. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's been it. That's been 3 hours of Dungeons and Dragons. Well, actually, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, kinda. More like 2 hours 40 minutes, because we did the recap thing in the beginning. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to get on my Discord and let me know what you like and what you don't like about my dungeon mastering, about the session, about the structure. I'm always eager to learn, and I'm happy to actually involve you guys as well. And if you have any ideas, any suggestions, what you'd like to see, just make sure to, again, join my Discord, and just posting the link right now so you can just click it. And with that being said, this has been the last stream for this week. We'll have another stream next Monday, maybe Tuesday for sure, because my core streaming times are Tuesday till Thursday from 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. CEST. That is UTC +2. So if you want to be part of the stream, just ride with me, make sure that I get to know you. Then you may be on my Discord as well, on voice chat, so we could play games together and this kind of stuff. Or if you just want to be part of the chat of those friendly people that has been chatting earlier really actively, well, you can... My offline screen needs to be changed. Well, see? Of those very friendly people, then you can always hop on, make sure to leave a follow to be notified whenever I get online. And that being out of the way, I hope you have a great day, or great rest of the day, great morning, whenever you're watching the VOD. Hello. And also have a great weekend, which is ahead. And we'll see us fresh in the next week on latest Tuesday, maybe even Monday, but that will be a German stream if we're streaming on Monday, and that may be Dungeons & Dragons as well. But everything is like changing right now a little bit on this stream here, on this channel. But anyways, have a great time, enjoy yourselves. We'll see us on next Tuesday latest again. Till then, enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.